In this video, you will learn how to set up a Google site as a sample for your students to be able to learn and model after in order to build an e-portfolio for any class of theirs, regardless of the content area. The first thing that you're going to go ahead and do is open up to Google Drive. There's two ways how you can first develop and start your site. Either you can go to the waffle icon for your Google site and you could scroll down. Normally Google Sites is right here in the toolbox. If not, that's okay. All you have to do is go to a folder of yours that you'd like to save the Google site in and right click. As you can see, I'm using sample folder right here, and this is where I will right click. Sometimes you might have to go to the button more, and there you will find the Google Sites logo. Once we officially open up our Google site, this is the first template that we come across. All right, so this is the main page. The first thing that we have to do is give our site a name. So we're going to go and get started right here. Let's title this something along the lines of, how about Ricky's e-portfolio or something of the sort. So we'll go and get started with this. Ricky's science portfolio. Or how about Ricky's e-portfolio? Because after all, this is an electronic portfolio. Ricky's Science e-portfolio. The next thing that we're going to go ahead and do, pretending we're the student, is give the actual home page a name. So let's title it Science e-portfolio. Again, we're not giving any fancy names right here. We're just getting started. This is the base right here. Of course, you could change the font as you wish. You could also choose to change the image, change the header type, anything you'd like to do to give this homepage a bit more customization. But for the sake of this, we're going to go ahead and move on here. Right here in the body section, you might want to add a text box. This is where your students could potentially introduce themselves and the purpose of their portfolio. My name is Ricky, insert last name, and this is my e-portfolio for 7th grade science. The purpose of this portfolio is to, and this is where you could have your student explain the reasoning behind this portfolio. If anything, you could also have them include images. In order to include images, all you have to do is select this page, and you can either upload images directly from Google Drive or anything that's stored on your computer or the student's computer, which is going to go right below. This is what the home page looks like. But eventually, the purpose of an e-portfolio is for students to be able to add content and to showcase work that they've built by themselves or with other students. In which case, it's time to start organizing. In order to do so, your students will have to create pages within their portfolio. In order to do so, they can hover over here and click on Pages, just underneath the Publish button. So as you can see right here, so far we have our first page done, and that's the home page, what we started off with. The next thing that they're going to go ahead and add or do is create a new page. So they're going to hover over the plus button down below, and they're going to click on New Page. And automatically after this is where we're going to create our first page. Assuming for a science class, there's different categories and types of assignments that kids do. Let's go ahead and start off with one as an example. How about labs? So as you can see, every single page that we add goes on top of the ribbon right above. So far we have home, labs. Let's think of another category. So once again, we're going to go down to New Page. How about something as simple as scientific journals? So already that is two specific categories of assignments in which we can upload work to, or at least that students can upload work to. Let's go with one more category, so one more new page. And let's go ahead and title this Scientific Research. So this will do for now. already, with an exception of the home page, we have 3 separate tabs or pages in which students can add assignments to based on the specific category or type of the assignment. Let's say if students are ready to begin publishing assignments and bringing them to this main page. If that's the case, if they want to nestle assignment under any one of these 3 pages, what they can do is go directly to pages, as seen on the right-hand side, and let's say they want to add a lab that they've done, whether by themselves or with other students. They can hover on the Labs tab right here. They can click on the 3 dots, and what they're going to want to do is click Add Subpage. Let's title this maybe Frog Dissection. After all, that's a lab. And the way we know it's a subpage, or at least an assignment, is because not only is it nestled and indented to the right a little bit under the Labs tab, but also if we hover over the Labs tab up top, it actually tells us the assignment and what we originally uploaded, which is going to be Frog Dissection. And keep in mind right here, we are on the Edit page of Google Sites. So again, pretend that we're looking at this from a student's perspective. The way how they're going to add the Frog Dissection lab, once they're on the page right here and have clicked on it, is they can go back to Insert, and this is where they can either embed an assignment or take something directly from Google Drive, a document, whatever it may be. There's many ways of how to integrate assignments and add them onto the ePortfolio, which they'll be listing directly below. Students can also decide to give a possible description of the assignment that they uploaded. It's completely up to them. So of course, this is going to be a process as students continuously upload new documents and assignments of their work in the past. And the way how to do so to make sure they publish it correctly so that others and that their teachers can see is to make sure to hit the Publish button. Whenever they change something new that they want to be added so that it's uploaded to the public website, all they're going to do is go ahead and click the purple Publish button, and then finally click the Publish button once again. So as we can see, if we want to view this from, let's say, a public spectator's perspective, we can go to the drop-down arrow right next to the Publish button and click on View Published Site. So right now, as you can see, we don't have the editing buttons on the left side of the page. What we could even do is if we want to go to the main page, this takes us back to the main page. We can go to Home. We have labs, we have scientific journals, and then finally scientific research. If we want to go back to the editing page, we can either just go to the original tab or close it out. This is how to get your students started on building an ePortfolio, regardless of the content area. It supports a student-centered learning environment and overall a 21st century learning environment for students, integrated with technology. Thank you.